Alright, I've got this Ammco 6-inch metal shaper all back together, and I've figured it out. But one of the problems I had was, if you look here on the slide, it shows numbers. And I thought what you do is release this nut, slide it up to where you want it to go, because this slider behind here, let's just see if I put a little more light on it, see if it'll help or not, or cannot see anything. And that would cause it to drop down, and you lock it down here, and that's how you adjusted your stroke. So that's not the case. What happens is the stroke is adjusted by releasing this nut, which pulls that dovetail into the drive, and then you slide it up and down on that side. So I've got it now for the pretty close to the minimum stroke. I'm going to turn the motor on. The motor bearings sound like I might have to change them too, but bear with me. Okay, motor's turning, and I'm going to engage the clutch, and here is the stroke we see right now. Very short stroke, maybe 5/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. It's happening up here. Here's the advanced mechanism working on the backstroke like it's supposed to. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut all this off, and I'm going to change the stroke to the maximum. So the first thing that has to be done is this mark has to be aligned with the arrow here. We got an arrow here and an arrow here. And what that does is it aligns the slider, oops, right here, vertically, so when I can now, once I release the nut on the other side, slide that to a different position that's marked possibly up right in here, if maybe you can see that or not. I'll do that next. Okay, what we can see now is the numbers are, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure where that's supposed to line up, if it's to the bottom of the washer or not. But what you can see now is this center pivot, this crank, is now way on the extremity rather than being on the inside. So once again, we start the motor, and we engage the drive. And there's the stroke change now. Now that's the maximum stroke, which is considerable. And it's nice being on this heavier cabinet. I've seen a few other ones being demonstrated, and they have a lot of rocking. And that's because this darn ram, it stops and it goes the other way, where you got all that mass going back and forth. And there's no way to counteract the force, so it transmits it into the body of whatever the machine's on. So more mass, better. Anyways, got it resolved. All I got to do is build a cover for it, maybe out of some denim. I can stitch that up. And I've also got to get some dedicated tools. I'll go to Princess Auto. I need a 7/8, I need a 15/16 for the vise, 5/16 to change the pivot on the top of the tool holder, and then I should be all set up.